Running the test. After designing the test in each room, run the test. Here, the pickup drop-off test is designed for three-phase state in overcurrent relay. In this test, the CT's conversion ratio is set to be 1001 and the pickup current of the relay is set to be 1 ampere. In addition, binaries 1 and 2, the device is activated to receive the trip and pickup signals of the relay. To perform the pickup test, a state with the name of pickup and as increasing ramp type is designed in such a way that the three-phased current increases from 800 mA to 3 ampere each 500 milliseconds with the current steps of 50 mA in the stepwise state. To end the pickup test, in the trigger tab, the binary condition of C2 start 0 to 1 is adjusted. The intended state for the drop-off test is designed as a decreasing ramp type from 3 ampere to 800 mA, in such a way that it increases 50 mA each 500 milliseconds in the stepwise state. In this state, the condition for the test ends is adjusted to be C2 start 1 to 0, so if the relay drops, the test would end. Remember that in the detail view window from the state related to the drop-off test, you can check the continue last state amplitude, so immediately after the first state ends the current amplitude of the second state, would start from the previous value in the first state as ramp type until the relay drops. By doing this, the test duration decreases. For this test, in the measurement view window, several assessments are designed for analyzing the true values of pickup and drop. In the first row, the true value of the pickup current related to the first phase is evaluated. To do this, in the ramp state, the S1 pickup is selected. The intended condition for assessment is C2 start 0 to 1. The intended signal is IL1 and the parameter type for assessing this signal is selected in the signal type as amplitude. Now, because the pickup current is 2 ampere, 2 is inserted in num column that the relay should pick up this current in ideal condition. In addition, the dev plus and dev minus columns, the 100 mA tolerances are selected for assessment. The assessment of phase 2 and 3 pickup current are performed the same way in the second and third row, only with the difference that in the signal column related to these two assessments, the IL2 and IL3 signals are selected. Also, in the fourth row, the real drop current of the phase 1 is assessed. For this reason, the ramp state is adjusted on S2 drop off, and in the condition column, the S2 start 1 to 0 condition is selected for IL1 signal. For this assessment, the intended parameter in the signal type has been selected as amplitude. Now, because the current amplitude of the relay drop is 1.9 ampere, in the num column, the 1.9 ampere with positive and negative tolerances of 50 mA is adjusted. Remember, the current drop assessment in phases 2 and 3 are performed in the same way, with the difference that in the signal column, the IL2 and IL3 phases are selected. To run the test, you have to click on the Start icon in the toolbar section of the software. You can then see the first state designed for pickup test is executed, and after applying the pickup signal and meeting the specified condition in the Trigger tab, the second state is executed and tested. Besides, you can use the test menu or F5 key on the keyboard to run the test. In order to apply the changes in the designed states and also rerun the test, you have to clear the previous test results using the Clear Test icon in the toolbar. Now, by clicking on the red colored cross icon, you can see that the test is cleared and the icon related to start is activated. Furthermore, using the F4 on the keyboard, the test can be cleared. If you want some specified states to be executed from the designed states in the table view, you have to check them in the table view window or by clicking on the right side arrow of the Start icon by selecting the Start selected state, run the selected states. By selecting the Start unselected state option, the unselected states are executed. In addition, if you want to stop the test while it's performing, you have to click on the Stop Test or press F6. For example, by checking the second state, clicking on the right side arrow of the Start icon, the Start selected state is selected and you can see the only second state is executed. Now, by clicking on the Stop Test icon, this state ends and the current injection is put to a halt before meeting the specified conditions in the trigger tab.